Yum. Y'all asked for fall soup recipes. I don't think this one's going to disappoint. This is a beautiful soup to serve for company too. Here's our toasted panko. Chicken Parmesan Soup. That's what we're making. I'm using my new Dutch oven and I'm going to turn it on a medium-high heat. Got some olive oil going in the pan. I've got a small onion here that I am dicing up. This is a yellow onion. Stir those around a little bit and let them heat up and sweat out a little bit. Our onions have sweated out a little bit and we're going to put huge cloves of garlic. I've got a couple of these big cloves of garlic that I'm going to mince. We're going to get it smelling yummy. Let's see how big these are. You could use the kind in the jar if you want to. I just like the fresh. See that hitting the pan? You can smell it. Stir that up a little bit, and now we're going to add my pasta sauce that I canned this summer. I use Mrs. Wage's pasta sauce. If you don't have this, you can use marinara sauce or you can use crushed tomatoes. But I'm just going to add this whole quart in there. Cut my heat down to medium. I'm also going to add a can of diced tomatoes. Stir this around a little bit. Smelling good in here. Now we're going to add a teaspoon of the house seasoning, which is salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Stir that up really well. Add some Italian seasoning. Probably about 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning in there. Stir that up really well. Next, we're going to add 4 cups of chicken broth. Stir that up. Add rotisserie chicken. I've got a whole rotisserie chicken. If you didn't want to use a rotisserie chicken, you can use about 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and you can cook this in the mixture. You can cook the boneless breasts in there, or you can go ahead and cook those in the oven and then shred them up like the rotisserie chicken and put them in here. You can also do this in a crock pot if you wanted to put the boneless, skinless chicken breasts in there and cook this on low in the crock pot. But I have rotisserie chicken and I'm just going to add that in. Cover and let this simmer. I'm going to cut my heat up just a little towards medium high. It's been simmering for about 10 minutes. Smells delicious. Now we're going to add in a cup of heavy cream. I've got about 8 ounces of rotini pasta. You could use different types of pasta. You can play with this. You don't have to use rotini. Use what you have on hand. Stir those in. Use about a cup or maybe a little more of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Stir this up really well and put the lid back on. Let this continue to cook. While we're waiting on our pasta to cook and our soup, we are going to take some panko breadcrumbs, and I've got the Italian style, and I've melted about a tablespoon of butter in my skillet, and I'm going to put, that's about a cup or more of the panko. Toss that around, and I've got it on, let's see, a little over medium, and we're going to toss these around in that butter until they get crispy, about 3 to 4 minutes. This is going to be a topping for our soup. I've ended up letting this go for about 20 minutes cooking the pasta, so let's look at it. Oh, it smells so good. Stir this up. Yum. I did stir it several times. You want to make sure that nothing sticks on the bottom, so I stopped to stir it a few times. We're ready to serve this up. I wish you could smell it. Y'all asked for fall soup recipes. I don't think this one's going to disappoint. I'm going to top this with some grated Parmesan cheese. I've got my microplane. I'm putting some extra Parmesan on there. And then we're going to top it with some shredded mozzarella. Of course, you can top yours any way you want. If you don't want all the cheese, you don't have to. This is a beautiful soup to serve for company too. Here's our toasted panko. Oh my goodness. Isn't that pretty? Comfort food. Comfort Italian food in a bowl. Coming from a Southern girl, not a real Italian. So